Day mode in dynamic range. The winner of that category is Sony with the Z9F. For day mode color saturation, the winner is Sony A9G. For color accuracy, it is Sony with the A9G OLED. The reference mode, it is Sony with the A9G. Color accuracy, it's Sony with the A9G. For HDR, Sony with the A9G. Another exact tie on color set results. The king of TV for 2019 is Sony's A9G. Can you ladies step up?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Leanne, would you come over here, please? Thank you.
So we're going to start by announcing the individual categories first. So we're going to start with SDR Day Mode. The first category was Motion and Dirty Screen Effect, and the winner for that one was the Sony A90J. The Image Quality and Brightness was the Sony A90J. Upscaling and Sharpness, Sony. Now, SDR Reference Mode for Best Home Theater, for Black Level and Shadow Detail, Sony. Color Accuracy and Skin Tones was Sony. 24p Motion, Sony. Now for HDR, Black Level and Detail was Sony. Color Accuracy and Skin Tone was LG. For 24p Motion, it was a tie between LG and Sony. For UHD Detail and Sharpness, it was Sony. High APL, Sony. We don't have one for live sports, so I assume it's that one, though not certain. And so for live sports, it was Sony. And then for the 4000 nit, it was LG. So the king of the 4K TVs was the Sony A90J.
So if you didn't see that, I'm sure you got the point by now, where I'm coming from. You cannot beat Sony for picture quality, period. Picture quality and motion. And, you know, I've tried to look at other TV sets, and you're looking right here at the Z9F. So what's going on is we're doing the Z9F right now and doing the A90J upstairs. And I'm going to accommodate my room downstairs here where the Z9F is at to accommodate an OLED TV. And what I've done is we're going to put new blinds up on the curtains, darker blinds, and I'm having somebody custom make some blinds for my coral reef aquarium. If you see my last video explaining to everybody why I never went with the OLED downstairs and being able to keep it is because of the bright room. So I'm going to make some accommodations for an OLED just because I like the OLED better, just to be honest with you guys. And it's just for the simple fact that it just seems like it's more accurate. So not to knock anything against my Z9F right here, but at this point, when you have all the TVs that I've had all the big ones, basically Z9D, AE1, all the LGs, CX, C1, even back to the first OLED for the LGs, Z9F, A90J, A80J, and recently just have a plethora of TVs I was able to demo. And recently, this is going to become a surprise to many people, I was looking about 3 or 4 months ago, and I had if you guys tell, my mini shootout with the A9G and the Z9F. Well, during that shootout, I was thinking to myself, you know what, this A9G looks really good, and I think it looks better than the Z9F in my opinion. But I was also thinking, wow, there's 10,000 hours on this. Am I really getting a representation of the proper TV here? And turn that down a little bit. So what I was thinking was, you know, I took it back. Obviously, I'm not keeping it with 10,000 hours on it. I thought for sure it had way less than that, but it was a store demo. I took the chance. I got a good deal on it. So recently, I've been looking at a 77-inch OLED again for downstairs. Remember, I had the CX, And the CX was an awesome TV, very good. Nothing bad to say about the CX product, but it just didn't have that little extra oomph to it that I like from Sony as far as accuracy and color. And when I'm watching movies downstairs, I want the most accurate picture I could get. So as I was looking through different areas, my store store salesman rather gave me a call and was like, you know, we got an A9G 77-inch TV down here. I would like for you to look at it again. We have a demo you could bring home. It's 65 again. This one only has low hours on it, blah, blah, blah. I want you to look at it, Steve, because this is one of the best TVs ever made. And I brought it back, did the demo privately. I've had the TV for about 2 weeks privately. I haven't told anybody. It's for the simple fact that sometimes people get salty with these TV sets and think you're trying to bash them or make excuses, this, that, the other. The TV, the whole thing with YouTube is just crazy sometimes with how defensive people get. So I looked at it for the last 2.5 weeks, did a lot of comparisons, and I love the TV, just to be honest with you. So I got a deal for way less than it went for. If you remember, that TV originally went for $7,000, then it went for like $5 or $6, and then it went down to $3 last year, and then now you could get deals for around $2. So I got mine for $18. So for a 77-inch A9G, $1,800, and it's on its way right now. It's not quite here, and I hope it's going to be in good shape. I'm crossing my fingers as far as no damage, no box, this, that, and the other. This one will be brand new, as opposed to having 10,000 hours on it. So for my downstairs room here, it's going to be Z9F and the A9G. Z9F may get sold. I may keep it. It's kind of back and forth. Still love the Z9F so much. But the upstairs definitely is, I'm sticking with the A90J. What's kind of sick is I got the A90J for the same price as the 77-inch A9G, which is kind of like, wow, that's a way bigger picture than 55 to 75. You see what I'm saying, guys? So I was in this exact same situation. I just wanted one of those TVs. Of course, I'd pick the bigger screen because they're both Master Series shootout winners. So I'm not trying to brag or boast, of course, just trying to let you know the direction I'm going with my TVs. Unfortunately, guys, I just love, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I just love accurate TVs, and I just can't get away from it, and that's basically where I stand. As far as these TVs this year, these are my TVs I'm going with. If you could get an older TV like an A9G 77-inch for $1,800, $2,000, I recommend them over any of the other TVs up there except for the A90J, period. If you're just looking for picture quality. Now, they have the gaming features and the 2.1. If you're looking for all that, of course, you're not going to get this TV because it only does 4K 60. And I believe it does 1080p 120. I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But it is a Master Series TV, and it's probably one of the best built TVs I've ever seen. So having time with that over the last couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks, privately, it's been a joy. And man, a friend of mine told me a long time ago how great it was, and man, I'm so glad to be able to dish in 2 of those. This one is going to have, the one I actually just bought and ordered, is going to be here, I think, October 1st or through the 6th, the shipping. So the deals are out there, guys, and Black Friday is coming, so whatever you go with, be happy with your purchase, and just enjoy it, and don't let anybody else rain on your parade, so to speak. And with that said, you guys have a good one. Boy, this Z9F kicks butt, doesn't it? Phew.